Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and gives this video a thumbs up. Bachelor in Paradise Season 10 bartender Wells Adams and host Jesse Palmer debated the game-changing Golden crossover. For the first time, candidates from the Golden franchise will appear on Bachelor in Paradise Season 10, however it is unclear how they will fit into the usual Paradise structure. So yet, only two Golden alumni have been publicly announced, Leslie Fima and Gary Livingston. They will join Bachelor franchise alums Jonathan Johnson, Hakeem Moulton, Zoe McGrady, and Kat Izzo, who have already been announced to return to Costa Rica's beaches for Bachelor in Paradise Season 10. In an interview with Us Weekly prior to the start of Bachelor in Paradise Season 10, Wells and Jesse confessed that they hope to see crossover partnerships between the Golden candidates and Bachelor and Bachelorette alums. Wells stated that he is hopeful for an age gap romance, using 73-year-old football coach Bill Belichick's relationship with his 24-year-old partner, Jordan Hudson, as a real-life example. Wells said, "This happens all the time in the real world. Check out Bill Belichick right now. It's happening right in front of us. I'm not sure whether it will, but I believe it will be fun to have the Goldens about. What I adore about the Golden Bachelor is that they've lived so much more life, that their advice, talks, and stakes are so much higher. I think it'll be a terrific thing for them to teach all these little youngsters." Jesse also wants to watch the Golden candidates interact with the younger cast members. He responded, "Hopefully yes, to certain crossover relationships." He added, "There's something I want to say about a recent interview, but I won't," referring to Bill and Jordan's relationship and their refusal to answer questions during a CBS interview in April. Jesse also vowed that the Golden alums would contribute something unique to Bachelor in Paradise Season 10. He stated, "Lots of personality is a given, especially with our Golden cast. That is perhaps the most exciting thing for me, their arrival. Aside from their having a second chance at love, I'm quite interested in seeing the Golden cast's thoughts on life and love as they educate our younger group. I believe there's a lot of value there. This happens frequently in the real world. Check out Bill Belichick right now. It's happening right in front of us. I'm not sure whether it will, but I believe it will be fun to have the Goldens about. What I adore about the Golden Bachelor is that they've lived so much more life, that their advice, talks, and stakes are so much higher. I believe that will be a terrific thing for them to instill in all of these young children. If the Golden alums form connections with the younger Bachelor and Bachelorette contestants during Bachelor in Paradise Season 10, it will be unparalleled. A crossover connection would imply that the Bachelor franchise would be breaking new ground and stretching the boundaries once more. Previously, the Golden cast members' primary interaction with the younger ones was to provide them advice on other productions. Romantic interactions between the two groups in Paradise would be a first for the series. Joe and Serena, as well as Kenny and Mari, both married after their Paradise engagements, suggesting that an age gap romance may succeed. Although Wells referred to the typical Bachelor contestants as young kids, many of them are in their 30s, and if the show re-airs contestants from previous seasons, they may be in their 40s. A 20-year age disparity is significant, but it may work under the right conditions. Still, I believe Wells and Jesse got it all wrong, and Golden crossover romances are a horrible idea for Bachelor in Paradise Season 10. I believe they would be too contentious and detract from the beauty of the Golden franchise. I hope the competitors find love in Costa Rica, but I'd rather see everyone date somebody their own age." The waves crashed rhythmically along the shores of Costa Rica as palm trees swayed in the soft ocean breeze, setting the stage for what many were already calling the most unpredictable season of Bachelor in Paradise to date. Season 10 was not just a milestone for the franchise, it was a turning point, a cultural experiment, and perhaps, a line in the sand. For the first time ever, candidates from the Golden Bachelor franchise would step onto the sand alongside much younger alums from The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. And not everyone was on board. Bartender Wells Adams and host Jesse Palmer, longtime mainstays of the Paradise universe, sat down for an interview with Us Weekly just days before filming began. Both were brimming with curiosity, if not outright optimism, about what was to come. But behind their bright smiles and playful banter was an undercurrent of uncertainty, a shared awareness that this season could either redefine the franchise or unravel it. Only 2 Golden alums had been officially announced thus far: Leslie Fima, the radiant and outspoken runner-up from The Golden Bachelor, and Gary Livingston, a widowed retired educator whose quiet charisma had made him a fan favorite. Their arrival was to shake up Paradise's core dynamic, joining the already confirmed cast that included Jonathan Johnson, Hakeem Moulton, Zoe McGrady, and the ever-controversial Kat Izzo. With personalities that spanned generations, Bachelor in Paradise was suddenly less about who might find love, and more about how love itself would be defined. Wells, who has become as much a therapist as a bartender to the cast over the years, seemed genuinely excited. "I'm hopeful," he said with a grin, referring to the possibility of age gap romances forming between the older Golden alums and the younger cast members. He brought up a surprising real-world example: the 73-year-old football legend Bill Belichick and his 24-year-old partner, Jordan Hudson. "This happens all the time in the real world," Wells said. "Look at Bill Belichick right now. It's happening right in front of us. I'm not sure whether it will happen here, but I believe it will be fun to have the Goldens about." But what truly drew Wells to the idea of this crossover wasn't shock value, it was substance. He admired how the Golden contestants brought with them a level of depth and lived experience that younger contestants, through no fault of their own, often lacked. "What I adore about the Golden Bachelor is that they've lived so much more life. Their advice, their conversations, and the stakes they face are so much higher. I think it'll be a terrific thing for them to teach all these little youngsters," he said, half joking but wholly sincere. Jesse Palmer, who had seamlessly transitioned from NFL quarterback to Bachelor host, echoed Wells' sentiments. He too was intrigued by the potential for intergenerational romance and learning. "Hopefully yes," Jesse said, when asked if he anticipated real crossover connections forming. He teased that there was something he wanted to say about the Bill and Jordan relationship, possibly referencing a tense moment during a CBS interview where the couple refused to answer personal questions, but ultimately refrained. Still, Jesse promised that the Golden alums would bring something new and essential to the show. "Lots of personality is a given, especially with our Golden cast," he explained. "That's perhaps the most exciting thing for me, their arrival. Aside from having a second chance at love, I'm quite interested in seeing the Golden cast's thoughts on life and love as they educate our younger group. I believe there's a lot of value there." Thanks for watching. If you likes this video, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and do not miss any update.